probably gonna ruffle some feathers, and that's totally okay. Okay, let's pray that my light does not shut off because I am using this light right here. It's a, I really can't see it. It's a high mirror. My ring light has officially given out on me. I literally just worked 11 hours and I came home and was like, F it, I'm gonna do another video. I know that I've been slacking on my videos a lot recently, and I got on YouTube the other day and looked at the last time that I posted, not the most recent video that I posted a few days ago, but the time before that, and it had been 2 months, and I was like, Dede, you need to do better. Give these people what they want. So, today's video is going to be I feel like this definitely needs to be talked about. This is going to be a little bit of a lash education video, but it's also going to be bringing more awareness to the lash industry. I feel like this is definitely a topic that needs to be discussed. I have not ran into any lash artists that have like actually talked about this topic. I was lashing a client today, and I mean, I did a lash lift on her, and we were talking about like I can't remember how we even got on the topic or got on the subject, but you know, I was talking about how I'm licensed in Kentucky and Indiana, and then like they ended up leaving, and I was like, this would be a really good opportunity to make a lash video about this topic. This video is going to be about licensed versus certifications. Now, things have changed with the state board regulations in literally every state across the whole United States. There are some states where you don't have to be licensed. And when I say you don't have to be licensed, you still have to have some type of license under your belt. You don't have to necessarily have a cosmetology license or a cosmetology license or an aesthetic license, but you do 9 times out of 10 have to have a lashing license. What a lashing license is you go through a board regulated certification, and you receive a certification, but you also receive a lashing license, and you are only allowed to do lash extensions. Me personally, and I feel like a lot of artists, at least the artists that I talk to on a day-to-day basis, feel the exact same way. I am a licensed cosmetologist. I did go to cosmetology school in Kentucky. I received my license. I've been licensed since 2016. State Board of Indiana is different than the State Board of Kentucky. In Kentucky, you have to renew your license every year, and in Indiana, it's every 4 years. So this video is probably going to be very long because it's going to be very detailed. We're going to get into the nitty-gritty of stuff, and that's what this channel is made for. First, let me pull up my list again. Why is being licensed better than just being certified? I'm going to tell you why. So when you are going to get certified, this is going to hit another few bullet points that I've written down as well. You are going to say you're interested in doing lash extensions. I know there's a lot of girls who I'm friends with on Facebook, and they're like, yeah, I want to do lash extensions. I keep my mouth shut because a lot of people will get really defensive and they will try to argue with you about, well, you don't need your license. Yes, you do. You don't need a cosmetology or an aesthetic license, but you do need a license of some sort. You need a lashing license, or you need some type of license. A certification is not enough. If you go to a doctor and your doctor is like, I didn't go to school for this, I just went to a class. Yes, being a doctor and doing lashes is two totally separate things. I'm just using this as an example. Say you go to a doctor and the doctor tells you, I didn't go to school for this, I just took a day class and got my certification. I'm not going to go to that doctor, okay? I wouldn't. I know you wouldn't. There's a lot of people out there who are taking a one-day certification class, and they're lashing for 6 months to a year, and then they are teaching others how to do lashes. I'm gonna be the first one to tell you, when I was a year into lashing, I did not know even 1/4 of what I know now. I was still a baby lash artist. In this industry, you grow and you learn every day. I've been doing this for 6 years. I learn something new every single day. This industry, just like hair, there are things that you learn, okay? There are trends that you have to stay on top of. There are so many things, and when you just go to a one-day certification class, that is not enough. 9 times out of 10, you're paying $600, anywhere from $600 to $1,200 to learn just the technique. They're also taking your money and they're taking advantage of you because this person probably also doesn't know what they're doing. If they are somebody who has not been in the lash game for a few years, they're not probably going to go over sanitation. They're not going to go over, you know, if a client is allergic to latex, what tape do you use? They're not going to go over different curls. You're just going to learn the technique, which is great. But when you go out into the real world and you go take a client, you're going to be screwed because you're going to have a client who asks you a question and you don't know. It's very important to make sure you are thoroughly educated because these are people's eyes that you are messing with. Have that license to cover your ass, okay? You're gonna run, if you are just certified, they're probably not going to teach you about the importance of consultation forms and having your client sign consent forms. So when I was in cosmetology school, they taught me about the importance of, you know, doing consultations and having your clients sign consent forms. They protect you from people filing disputes. They protect you from people trying to sue you for stuff. I think that actually taking the time to do your research and looking into state board, if you don't want to go to cosmetology school or aesthetic school, that's fine. Still need to make sure you are taking the proper steps to ensure that you are going about it correctly. If you try to cut corners, then it's going to turn around and bite you in the butt. There's a lot of people like me who are going to school. I've gone to cosmetology school. I'm licensed in 2 states, which I'm not trying to brag. I've just worked really hard. I've taken 3 certification courses and I've been doing this for 6 years. There are things that you learn. If you are an artist who is cutting corners, it causes the lash industry to have a bad rep. It causes the lash industry to have a bad name. I've seen a lot of people call it a hobby, and to me, it's not a hobby. Lashing is literally my entire life. Besides being a mom, lashing is literally my life. And I did not cut corners. I did everything the right way. When I have somebody lay on my bed and I see that they have gone somewhere where I know for a fact this person is not licensed, then it makes me upset because that client now has damage. And you've also caused that client to believe that lashes cause damage. Next bullet point. Okay, I need Botox. Here's a really good one. Clients are gonna feel more comfortable booking an appointment with you if they know that you're licensed. If you're not telling your clients that you're not licensed, that should already tell you something within yourself. You know that it's wrong, okay? That client is probably not gonna feel very comfortable getting their lashes done by you because now, like I said, just having a certification is not enough. It's not. People can argue with me, people can leave me comments, and I've seen so many different artists from everywhere get into this debate about, well, you know, I'm not stopping, you know, your money. You should still go get a proper license. This is a big one. I kind of talked about it briefly earlier. You have some people who are only doing lashes for a short period of time and they are out here teaching classes. About 4 years ago, I would have still considered myself a baby lash. I was very new to lashing. I was probably only 2 years in. I had a girl that I was friends with message me on Instagram asking me different questions about different curls and different diameters. And I knew that she had taken a course. She had told me she took a course, and I was like, well, how long was your course? And she was like, a day. She was only there for 6 hours. Your instructor definitely should have taught you this. If you don't know the difference between a classic lash and a volume lash, then shame on that person for not teaching you it, and shame on them for also taking your money, because the girl had spent $800 on the class and she didn't know the difference between a classic lash and a volume lash. Red flag. You have people out here who are not taking the time to thoroughly and properly educate people who want to do lashes. If you are an instructor or somebody who certifies people and you know that you are not supposed to do that, shame on you, because you are taking people's money and you know for a fact that these people can't just go off and lash because they have no license. They've spent 6 hours with you You've printed them off a piece of paper saying you're certified to do lashes. They're going off and doing lashes, destroying people's lashes because you did not thoroughly educate them. They don't know what they're doing. And then these clients are laying in my bed or somebody else's bed who actually takes pride in their work, and their lashes are destroyed. This definitely needs to be talked about. Okay? Like, what's going on? Like, like, why do you all feel, why do you all think that this is okay? And y'all can leave me comments. Like, I'm a big girl, I got thick skin, I can handle some hate comments. Like, if I make people mad, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. I've had so many people in my lash career lay on my bed, and I'm like, I tell people, if I have a client lay on my bed, I'll ask them where they went, and I'll say, if you don't want to tell me, that's fine, but I just want to let you know your lashes are damaged. Okay, you get what I'm saying here? Yeah, I didn't want to make this video, I'm not trying to talk shit or like put anybody down. I took my first initial like training, which was 5 days long. I took my initial training, which was 5 days long. 6th day, we actually got to work on models. We worked on a mannequin, and we didn't work on a mannequin until day 4 and day 5. Also not disclosing where I took my initial training just due to legal reasons. And so on day 4 or day 5, that's when we worked on mannequins. We did nothing but book work the first like 4 days. Nothing but book work. We went over curls, diameters, adhesives. Like, I will say the company sucks, but the training was really nice. And we didn't start working on like live people, like real humans, until the 5th or 6th day. I wanted to make sure that you were comfortable holding your tweezers, you were comfortable like trying to isolate before you actually like worked on a human. I'm not posting this video to try to bring others down or call out people who aren't licensed, blah blah blah, whatever you want to think. This video is strictly for educational purposes only, and it's supposed to bring more awareness in the lash industry. I feel like I just talked really fast. Whew. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please comment, like, subscribe. If you guys have any questions, if you guys want to leave hate comments, that's fine too. Leave me comments, ask me questions. I love getting asked questions. It's like it's like my favorite thing ever is when people like DM me asking me questions. It could be about anything lash related or anything like that. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I love you guys.